Hello everybody and welcome back to this week's update on Pensacola Beach in Gulf Breeze, Florida. Last week, Portofino had one Portofino condo closed with an available inventory of 20 active units on the market. Not to be redundant, but those of you that have been paying attention and keeping up, 5 total towers with 765 total units, and only 20 of those available on the market for sale today. When we look at the other condos down the beach, another good week last week. There was 2 condo units outside of Portofino closed with an available active inventory of 24. So as you can see, as the closed units go down, as do the active available on the market, not as many on the market as in years past. So if you're looking at any particular buildings, I would say that pay attention to how many of those are coming up on the market. And if there is a particular building you're trying to get into, understand that those will probably go very quickly. When we look at the beach homes, single family residence, another good week last week for those. There was 2 of those that closed and only 42 left on the market. So one of the new items that we've been looking at is not only the sold and available, but also what is currently under contract in either a pending or contingent status, which tells us basically how many have been accepted but have not yet closed. So total on the beach between single family homes and condos, there's 35 on the beach. Now here's an interesting piece. If you add up all of the Portofino available condos and single family homes, you're gonna come up with 106 active inventory on the beach. Looking at the 35 that are in some sort of status of contingent or pending, that represents 35% in process of being sold against essentially the 106 that are out there. So it's not 35% of that 106, but I just wanted to point out there's 106 active and we have 35 that are in the process of being sold right now. So that's a pretty solid figure on a low inventory market. Moving across to Gulf Breeze, another lovely residential area that many people love to call home and many people want to be in. Another solid week last week, 13 homes closed in Gulf Breeze with an available inventory of 104. Now, contingent and pending in Gulf Breeze, there's 102, and there's 194 that are available. So you're looking at that same, how many are under contract in process of being sold, and then how many are available on the market to buy, 53%. So Gulf Breeze continues to remain strong, continues to have multiple closings and quite frankly double-digit closings on a week-in, week-out basis, and that number of contingent and pending continues to grow as well, 102. Okay, so moving out of numbers and into some more specifics about what makes this area so great, what's attracting people here, and what would it be like to call this place home. A few weeks ago, I showcased some information on downtown Pensacola, really trying to show those folks that have not yet been here that Pensacola Beach is more than just your typical coastal community. We were joined 6 miles across by the United States' oldest settlement. So St. Augustine, last year, it was proven that the first settlement was in Pensacola, Florida. Many locals knew that. Now the science is there to back it up. So the oldest settlement in the United States of Pensacola, Florida, our historic downtown has now been connected to our beautiful white sand beaches and a national park at Fort Pickens by passenger ferry service. So don't think of the ferries that you may be accustomed to where you drive your car onto it, load up, go across. This is a passenger ferry service, air-conditioned passenger ferry service if you want to get in out of the sun and enjoy some air-conditioned air as you're traveling across the beautiful bay that we have. You can get on the beach at the boardwalk, hop on the ferry, take the ride to downtown Pensacola, hop off, go enjoy the local shops, local restaurants, hop back on if you so choose, go to Fort Pickens, enjoy the National Park Service areas and historic areas over there, ride your bike, walk, I would not suggest walking, it's a long ways, but ride your bike back down to the beach area where the condos and houses are, or you can hop back on the passenger ferry and take it back to the boardwalk or go back downtown, however you so choose. If you look in the information below, you'll see a link to the Pensacola Bay Ferry. If it's something would be interesting to you and you do plan on coming out, I would suggest taking a look at it. Just a quick note, an Uber from downtown Pensacola, one way to the beach, is gonna run you about $20. it's going to cost you $20 as an adult to hop on that passenger ferry service, but you get unlimited use of that for that day that you've paid for. So you can hop on and off and take every ride on that ferry service if you like. So think about it that way when you look at possibly using the ferry service. Oh, and by the way, with that $20, that gives you your admission into the National Park Service as well. So a lot of value there provided for that small amount of money. But I wanted to let you guys know that just one more thing that makes this place so special. We can connect those beautiful white sand beaches to our historic downtown through a ferry service to allow people to ride across the open water that we have here. So with that, take a look around at the available inventory. As always, if you have questions about the area, what's happening in the market, would like to see places, anything real estate related, want to pick up the phone and chat, give me a call. You can send me a text, shoot me an email, however you wish to communicate. But until then, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you again next week.